Previously on Ghost Hunters Academy. With only 3 investigations left, tensions mounted between the 5 remaining cadets.
I think Eric was stepping on some toes, trying to tell us how to do our job.
Eric's overbearing style was ill-received.
Rosalind, Michelle, Vera, I want total focus on the questions. There's no cadet that possesses all 5 qualities better than I do. I don't believe I have any weaknesses.
We haven't tried music.
A few choice notes put Vera an octave above the rest.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
Heard a lot of good stuff out of Vera so far, too.
Absolutely. She's doing what we want her to do.
An intriguing find by Michelle won her Jason's praise.
It sounds like it has like a southern slang.
Another momentary lapse in attention sent Rosalind packing.
Who reviewed this tape?
It may have been me.
What's going on? I mean, you're just not paying attention? I don't understand.
Rosalind, you just missed. Well, Vera, you're group leader, and that's going to put a lot more pressure on you.
I'll try my best.
Will Vera lead herself into a dead end or to a spot in the final investigation?
So guys, we're in Mansfield, Ohio. We're headed to Ohio State Reformatory. They have the biggest cell block in the world. It was at first a reformatory for the youth, and then it turned into a prison. What's really cool about this place is that Shawshank Redemption, the movie, was filmed here.
All right, guys. Look ahead of you as we pull in here. You'll be able to see it.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Yeah, wow.
It's pretty big.
That's awesome. Look at that.
It's huge.
You guys should be planning already.
Yeah.
Here at the Ohio State Reformatory, I am a kid in a candy store. The first place I actually get butterflies going into.
This place is amazing. Awesome. I'm stoked. I not only get to be the leader, but I get to investigate this, so wow.
Hey.
How you doing?
Scott, Steve. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Dave.
Scott, we brought some cadets here. We've sort of filled them in on things that have happened to us. They're going to be looking to you for the rest, okay?
All right, I'm Scott. I'm with the Ohio State Reformatory. It was commonly referred to as the Mansfield Reformatory. Cornerstone was laid in 1886. Youthful offenders here. Later on, they started to funnel in more hardcore inmates.
This was not a great place to be. There was a lot of, I'd say, evil in this place. And it doesn't surprise me now that the evil is still here.
Closed down in December of 1990. In 1994, Shawshank Redemption was shot here. So if you guys are ready, I'll show you around.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
My background as a criminal justice major is definitely going to give me an advantage over the other cadets because I know what kind of people came to this place. Very horrible serial killers, rapists, so I don't think I'm going to be very nice with my questions tonight.
Alrighty, guys, this is the 3rd floor West Administration. This would have been the assistant warden's living quarters. We get shadow people up here quite consistently. That's one of the big things.
Me and another volunteer, it was around midnight. We went to the 3rd floor administration, and we started seeing a shadow come around and was looking at the corner at us. It would not show itself completely. It would just lean in, lean back, and that went on for at least 40 minutes. That was really startling.
You wouldn't happen to know the names of some of the wardens here, would you?
Patterson, Sefton, Leonard, Jenkins, Gladkey, Koloski are the biggest ones.
Okay, that's excellent. Thank you.
All right, so if everybody's ready, I'm going to show you the West Cell Block.
Me and another volunteer were up walking on the 3rd tier of the West Cell block, and I had heard a man's voice in my ear that was basically like a heavy breathing type growl. And when we flicked our flashlights up, we both saw a man that was probably about 6.5 feet tall. He stood there for quite a few seconds. We had enough time to describe to each other what we were seeing, and he just disappeared.
The area that we're standing in now is solitary confinement. It was the prison within inside the prison. This is a rather active area. It's not uncommon to see apparitions down here. We have also seen a guard down here. We know exactly who that is.
Can you give us a name?
His name was Frank Hanger. He was killed in 1932 down here.
How was he killed?
He was beaten to death with a pipe. All right, so we're going to go to the East Cell Block now, which is our big cell block. All right, you are standing in the world's tallest freestanding steel cell block. This is our East Cell Block. It is 6 tiers high and 600 cells. There would be 1,200 inmates just in this area. We have everything from voices to shadows that go in and out of the cells.
Has anyone reported objects moving or strange odors?
Yes, actually, like a campfire in here. We'd go outside and you couldn't smell it out there. Objects moving, I haven't seen it, but I have heard the cell doors close when I was the only one here.
Guys, this is actually where Dustin and I, it was the 2nd tier. Dustin heard a whisper when we were walking by.
Dave, over here. Get over here. Dude, I'm serious. There's just noise in here. Where'd you hear it? It was like coming up over here. Push your light in here. Make sure there's no freaking like crazy bats or something.
And also Jane Grant, later on, they actually saw a shadow person walk into that room.
Grant, something just moved again.
No.
That's odd. Man, that's really weird.
All right, from this point, you guys know what your stories are. You should have a pretty good, grasp as to what's going on. Vera, as group leader, if you want to find a spot, for center command, and the other cadets, if you guys want to grab the equipment and get it in here, that way we can start setting up. Vera, we'll see you in just a few minutes, okay?
This way. I'm 100% confident. Yeah. I'm ready for this. I really trust the other cadets. I'm pretty confident that we all know what to do and we're gonna get it done. I don't know where to find the other place, the other rooms. This is like a maze. I can remember how do we get to the other places. Was it this way? Oh, this is crazy.
You know, this place is pretty big.
I need help.
And I knew Vera was going to have a hard time finding a place for center command. And so I told her about a place I had noticed on the 2nd floor. You know, it was a very large room, totally surrounded by glass. It looked like it could be a banquet hall, and there was no doubt in my mind that that's where center command should be. So I told Vera, because she looked a little confused.
I think I got it.
Vera.
Hey.
Any luck?
Yeah, I think I found it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. There's a room here on the 2nd floor that is surrounded by glass, and it seems to be centrally located to all the areas, and there's plenty of power outlets.
And sound won't really travel into the cell blocks too much because it's all sort of, glassed off. All right, that sounds good.
I like it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yep, very nice.
Not bad.
Very good.
When Vera said that she had found center command and didn't give me credit, I was really confused and pissed off because I clearly told her where center command should be, and Michelle and Eric were witnesses to it.
I'm gonna bring it up.
I mean, I literally found it for her.
I'll be pissed if you don't bring it up.
Go to the right. Okay.
All right, guys, the angles look good. Got everything tweaked. Why don't you tell us why you chose, these locations?
Okay, these were the main areas where we got a tour, and you have the solitary confinement where they experience apparitions, and we had Brooke's room where they see shadow people and voices. We have the administration room on the 3rd floor, and we had both wings as well.
All All right, good. So from here, just get all the lights off, and that way we can start our investigation, but we'll see you back here, and we'll talk a little bit more about what we're gonna do, okay?
All right.
All right, guys, nice job getting the lights out nice and quick, and looks like we're ready to investigate, right? Now, Vera, you're group leader, right? So if you actually want to split it into two different groups and decide who's going to go with who.
Okay, well, Michelle mentioned that she hasn't investigated with Adam, so I think it would be a good idea for her to go investigate with Adam.
Okay.
Now, Vera, do you have a game plan for investigating the entire location?
Vera surprised me a little bit as group leader. Hey, do you have an idea for your group? You know, just some sort of strategy, a game plan? No.
If I can make a suggestion, if Michelle and I started near the stage room and worked our way to the right, we could hit the stage room, that room, and upstairs to the infirmary, which will be on the other side of the building, and you guys could start and work your way up if you wanted to.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's Vera and Eric at the Ohio State Reformatory. And we're in the East Wing. Boy, they wasn't kidding when they said this was a big cell block.
No kidding.
Feels like we've been walking forever.
I know.
Inmate in 43. Both you guys, wake up.
Whew. You heard that?
If that's you, can you make a noise?
Oh my God.
What'd you hear?
Stabs. You heard that?
If that's you, can you make a noise?
Oh my God.
What'd you hear?
Stabs.
Where at?
I don't know, it's kind of hard. Eric and I started investigating on the East Wing, and right away, from the beginning, we started hearing strange sounds.
And we'd like to hear your story, if you'd like to talk to us.
You hear that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out. Let's go check it out.
Where did it sound like it was coming from to you?
It sounds from like something, somebody
See,
like.
to me, it sounds more like down here.
Really? It's kind of hard. This place is so big, but you might be right. We tried our best to try to find the source, but we couldn't, and it seemed like it was just all around us.
Okay, this where Dustin
And Dave had that experience.
Yeah, one of these cells. I'm not sure which one it is.
Is it 47?
47?
Mm-hmm. That's
This
it.
one right here. I'm going to do an EMF sweep in here, too.
Good.
The reports were, was that a shadow person was seen in here?
And I believe a whisper.
And a whisper.
Yeah.
Were you one of the prisoners that was murdered here? Point one in here. Maybe you know some of the wardens in here. Maybe these names might ring a bell to you. Patterson. Sefton. Did you hear something?
Yeah,
What did it sound like?
like a breath.
Jenkins. Gladstone. Koloski. What do you want to tell him?
I keep hearing noises back that way.
You hear noises?
Yeah.
You want to go down that direction?
Whoa. Whoa. What was that?
Is it playing?
What was that?
It's not even on, is it?
Oh, I just got goosebumps everywhere.
Hold on, let me... Is it locked?
Yeah. Now I just started it. It wasn't playing. Was that you playing with my recorder? It's too weird.
Steve, I want to put the brightness down a little bit on this monitor, if you don't mind.
Well, we could be listening to Michelle and Adam at the same time.
Entering the west cell block.
Shadows and knocks and voices.
Doors.
Doors slamming. Hello? My name is Adam. This is my good friend, Michelle.
Hello. I'm gonna start my recorder.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to check this side.
Michelle, Adam, west cell block in the Ohio State Reformatory. Can you knock for us?
Are you mad that we're here? Whoa. Can you make that sound again?
Is that up there?
Yep.
Let's head up.
Yeah. Look that way, take that way.
Anything on thermal, no?
No, nothing. I didn't see anything down that way. Hold on. I heard that again.
Huh? Is there anybody down there? Did you hear it again?
Yeah.
I think we should just go down there and see.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I thought I
get
heard somebody
clarification.
walking downstairs. Yeah, it's... Hello? We heard you. Can you make that sound again? We're ready to get you out.
Can you shine your light behind me real quick? Did you hear that? Go ahead. You have a flashlight. It sounded like it was right in this area, you know?
I mean, it sounded, yeah. If you're lost, make that sound. We'll find you. We'll help you. Holy. Michelle, I swear to God, I saw somebody, like, go into one of these cells. If you're lost, make that sound. We'll find you. We'll help you. Holy. Michelle, I swear to God, I saw somebody, like, go into one of these cells. Michelle and I were investigating the West Cell Block at the Ohio State Reformatory, and I thought I saw something like scurry and duck in. And so we went after it. We went to see if we could see, if there was anything in the cells.
You say it was one of these or further down?
I think it's further down, but let's just, start checking them.
Hello? Check under these beds.
I heard something, too.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Check inside every one of these.
I am.
So strange. We couldn't find anything. Hopefully, when I review the thermal, we'll be able to see if we saw anything. Like plain as day.
That's the weirdest thing. That was weird.
Do you want to keep going upstairs, or do you want to go to another room, or?
Vera, what do you think if we go all the way down towards the end? That way we kind of get away from everything.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
I'm going to check out each one of these cells as we go down.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay. As far as Vera being a group leader, you know, she's struggling a bit. What were some of the claims? They were shadow people?
Right, shadows and voices. Seems to be the most common activity.
This is a big place to come into, so I give her credit for trying. Just the results fall short of being impressive. Okay, 3rd floor.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm adjusting this to where it actually can pick up a little bit more. The setting that it was on was actually lower than the walls, so it wasn't picking much up. I realized after about an hour I had the thermal camera set up incorrectly. So I think I got it now. This is much better. Made a few mistakes, but nothing that I think is gonna get me eliminated, hopefully, unless I really screw things up. Bet you guys spend a lot of time just thinking about what you're gonna do when you get out. It's probably the simple things you miss the most, isn't it? Cigarettes and beer. I bet you'd love to have some of that, wouldn't you?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you hear that? Do you
Yes, I did.
You did?
Hello? Can you make that noise again? Let's head that direction just to see. Oh, maybe down there.
That's me.
Sounds like a clicking noise. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Was there someone down here who wanted to talk?
Wait. You smell cigarette?
Yes, I do. When we were on the 3rd floor of the West Wing, I had asked if anyone in here wanted some cigarettes and maybe even some beer. I thought that was kind of interesting that just a few minutes later, we picked up cigarette smoke. Keep going that way until you lose the smell.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out right here.
All right. Who's getting strong?
We tried to track it down. You know, I had her walk in one direction, trying to see if it was closer to the source or not, and I stayed in the same spot.
I don't know if I smell it anymore. I don't think I smell it anymore.
Wasn't long before it just disappeared. So we have no idea where that came from. That was very interesting.
Solitary confinement.
Yes. They see a apparition of a
ghost.
Of a ghost because they know who it is. It's a Frank Hanger, an old prisoner that was killed by being
beaten to death with a pipe.
My name's Michelle, and this is my friend Adam.
Hi.
We're here to visit you so that you're no longer in solitary confinement. You now have a friend. Can you make a noise and let us know that you're here? If there's someone else who's not a guard and you're trapped down here, make a noise and we can help you. What did you do to get sent down here?
Let's try to listen a little bit more, Michelle.
Yeah.
We're firing off way too many questions. Like,
I just get so excited.
I know, but I think we're not giving them any time to, say anything.
I like investigating with Michelle, but sometimes she asks too many questions right after another. She was getting really excited in this investigation, and, I had to tell her to chill out a little.
Now, these cells seem like they're more open.
What
is that? Oh, my gosh.
Hey, can you shine your light in here? I just want to see what one of these looks like.
Oh, geez.
Hey, look at this one. It's like a place to sleep.
That's it.
Here at the Ohio State Reformatory, this is definitely the most exciting thing that has ever happened to me in the most exciting place I've ever been.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Bad noise. Having a background in criminal investigation, like, I am completely stoked right now, and I can't wait to keep investigating.
Now, these cells seem like they're more open.
Mm-hmm. Adam and I were investigating in the East Cell Block. What
is that? Oh, my gosh.
Let's go.
Here, yeah, I'm taking the recorder. All right.
We heard you.
We heard that. Can you do it again? Are you downstairs?
Down, down.
Hello?
It was like a crash.
Do it again. We're coming to find you. We're going to help you get out. So did you hear the bang in there?
Yeah, we did. It sounded distant.
Sounds like this direction
like
here.
Echo, yeah.
We were on the very, very far end of the West Wing when we heard it, and it sounded like it was coming from
Over
this
here,
vicinity,
from
but
this side.
That.
Did you hear that again? That.
It's this way. Y'all go this way.
You go that way, we'll go up here.
All right.
And we'll determine where it's coming from.
Hello?
I heard you. I really want to find you.
Hello? Is there anybody here?
This place is so big.
Hello? Is there anybody here? Can you do that sound again? It was really cool that Vera and Eric actually heard it, and that we actually heard it. You guys find anything?
no.
No.
You know what? We'll walk down this tier to the right, if you guys want to take that.
Yeah.
Let's check it.
And we just have to move on and hope that we caught something on the recorders. And when we review the evidence, it's going to be very beneficial for us to really pay attention.
Steve. To Eric, Adam, Vera, and Michelle, please. Hey, gang, it's been a long night. Why don't we start wrapping up?
All right. I really think the Ohio State Reformatory has been the hardest investigation. First of all, because we're less cadets, and this place is huge. As far as the investigation goes, overall, I think I did well as a leader. I try my best to guide everybody and to keep things organized, and hopefully the other cadets and Steve and Tango think the same.
This has been a very long night. I mean, the place is the biggest we've ever been, so it's expected that we would run into sunlight, and so that kind of cut us off. But I hope we found a lot of things. I'm looking forward to the analysis, and we'll see what we found.
You know, I think the analysis phase of this investigation is key. I mean, we had a lot of experiences, but I think we're only as good as our analysis.
You know, I think this might be the investigation where we have the most evidence collected. And, you know, there's a lot to go through. This is the 5th investigation in. I would think that, you know, they know what they're doing by now.
Hey, Vera, Eric, Michelle and I were at the far end of the solitary, and I'm filming down toward the IR light, and I just caught something kind of strange here. You'll see it in the corner. See that? And it kind of comes up, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. I think it's definitely something, I mean, I don't know what I mean, we haven't used a thermal that much, so I don't really know.
I don't know what it is.
It would either be a reflection or an actual heat signature.
Right. All right, cool.
Write it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down.
In my opinion, what's most important as far as potential evidence is not how much, it's whether it's real or not, whether you truthfully believe it's something paranormal or not. I don't want to feel obligated to fish for something that's not real. I want you to listen to this a second. Is when we were on the West Cell Block and we were asking certain questions, this may actually be a possible response. And Adam was actually asking the questions. All four of us were together.
And there's definitely something there. It sounds like it's a response, definitely, to something, you know what I'm saying?
I'll jot it down for right now and revisit it later.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, Eric. Remember when we were on the cell block 33?
What was that?
What was that? We heard that sound.
Yeah.
Take a listen to this.
You know, it's strange because I didn't know what it sounded like then. I believe I asked her, you know, what did that sound like to you? And neither one of us could identify the sound.
Oh, wow. Comes over on top of, it's like on top of what you're saying, right? It's like right on top of it. I mean, it's interesting, and it backs up personal experience, and it's one of the claims.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
Today's the day that we meet with Jason, and honestly, I'm scared. This week, we're just showing our evidence straight to him, not filtering through Stephen Tango, and so we're a little bit nervous.
Stephen Tango stayed off the walkies this investigation, and it's hard to tell what they're thinking. Hopefully, I was doing the things that I needed to do, that I was trying to think outside of the box, but, you know, I just don't know where they stand.
Personally, I know that I've learned a lot, and I feel more confident as a paranormal investigator. I'm just crossing my fingers. I mean, hopefully I'll make it to the finals.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Good.
Pretty good.
You have a good time at Mansfield?
Yeah, it's really great.
Were there any personal experiences there?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of different things that Michelle and I heard in mainly both the cell blocks, you know. When we were in the east cell block, I was looking at the thermal, and I saw something scurry and duck in.
See that?
Yeah.
It's something that happens really quick.
It was definitely very cat and mouse.
Yeah.
It's a good job catching it and bringing it to us. I have no idea what it is. Good catch. All right. What about you, Eric? Any personal experiences there?
Yeah, at one point, you know, I said, you want any cigarettes? And within minutes of that, we picked up the smell of cigarette smoke.
Really?
I thought that was pretty interesting.
Oh, nice. I said, did we find any audio evidence?
Yeah, they caught a few things, and they supplied us with a tape. Who found this piece of audio?
I did. All four of us were trying to track down a sound over in the West Wing, and you'll hear Adam ask the question, can you make that sound again? And immediately when he finishes his sentence, you hear what sounds like a possible response.
Talking about that overlap a little
At
bit.
the very, very end of his sentence, you'll hear a separate male voice.
So what's your thoughts on that? Is it paranormal or not?
If it was just a tone of a voice, I probably wouldn't have been so concerned with it, but it actually sounds like it says, oh yeah. So it sounds like an answer to it.
It's good to see that you're listening, but chances are it's probably your voice just traveling down the hallway. Yeah, I don't think it's paranormal. All right, what else?
This is the video that they supplied us with of their potential evidence.
All right, who found this?
I did.
You did? Okay, so what's going on here?
We are on the east side, on cell block 33, and we're having...
Who's we?
Eric and I.
Okay.
And we heard a strange sound that we both heard.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, so what bed do you prefer, the bottom or top?
What was that?
What was that?
What did you think you had caught?
Well, when I presented to the other cadets, we all agreed that it sounds like metal. And at the time, it didn't sound like metal. It was just a weird, loud sound. Bottom or top?
All right, well, definitely, it was a good catch. It's good to see that you're listening, especially right when they're asking, you know, questions.
I like it because, you know, it's something that we experienced at the time and we caught it.
Strange sound. It's just got almost like an echo, as if it's coming in from outside. Yeah, I don't think it's paranormal.
I don't believe so.
Me neither.
Any other evidence?
All right, we have a thermal clipper. Who found this one?
I did.
So you want to fill us in on this?
Sure. Michelle and I are in solitary confinement. You can see the IR camera in the shot, and we had walked down toward the cells, and we catch a heat signature, but I can't really explain what it is. It's in the upper left corner. Yeah, and it only appears that once. I never caught it again. It kind of like appears and disappears, and that's why I brought it.
One thing you got to be careful of with the thermal is it does reflect off of a lot of surfaces.
Right.
You have to be careful with that, but you're standing stationary, just going back and forth. It's there, it's not. I have no idea what it is. It's round, just like the, you know, the IR camera at the end. It's weird where it is. It's way up high. Yeah. So, Adam, what's your thoughts on this?
It is unique to me. I mean, it appears and it disappears, and it's obviously a heat signature, so it would be definitely something I'd bring to you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly, if I had to just draw a conclusion, I think it's reflecting off of something, and that's what you picked up. It's a good job catching it and bringing it to us. Okay. What about evidence that was missed?
This time, we only found one. Tango found a piece of audio on one of the mini DVs. I don't know how you guys missed this. One, it's right after a question, so that should be your most heightened time, naturally.
This was Eric and Vera, and I believe it was the West cell block. And Eric asks a question, and then to me, you hear something a little interesting, so.
Hear your story. If you'd like to talk to us.
Right there.
Did you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Almost sounds like something birthday to me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you listen to the first word, you can almost make out.
Sounds like a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty loud and obvious. Upon hearing that, you two were there. Do you think that's something paranormal?
I believe that's an EVP.
What about you?
Well, it's interesting because at the time we didn't recognize the sound.
The problem is you didn't hear it in general. That's the concern. And, you know, happy birthday just coming out of the blue like that.
That voice, whatever it is, it definitely sounds different than anything else I've heard.
It's just really important to pay attention when somebody's asking questions. So, okay.
That is the only piece that we did find, but that's a nice catch, Dave.
Thank you.
Every week it gets tougher, and I know it gets tougher for each and every one of you, but I want to hear who you all think should go home. We'll start with you, Adam.
I think Vera should go home. Leadership-wise, the slack was, you know, not pulled up. She was asking us for information, wait to see what we would say, and then she would make a decision. She took credit for finding center command. And in past investigations, you know, her skepticism level has been, I guess the knob hasn't been turned up. But based on all of this, I would have to say Vera should be the one to go home.
Vera, is it true about center command? Because when you came to Tango night, you didn't bring Adam into it at all.
He mentioned it, yeah, he did. But at the time, I mean, it was my decision to pick the room. So I do give him credit for mentioning the room.
We were under the impression that it was fully you. Sure.
Okay, I apologize for that.
In our eyes, you now have fibbed.
Okay, well, I apologize if I didn't mention. I mean, you did help me, and Eric helped me a lot from the very beginning. Both of them helped me a lot. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't mention that to you guys.
Michelle, who do you think should go home this week?
I'll go ahead and say Vera. I think there's other aspects of professionalism that could be lacking. Like Adam mentioned, maybe skepticism. That's all I'm gonna say.
Vera, who do you think should go home and why?
I think Michelle is the weakest one out of the other two cadets. I think that Eric and Adam have been the strongest ones.
All right, Eric. So who do you think should go home this week and why?
You know, just based on skills alone, and nothing personal, I would have to say Vera.
All right, Steve, Dave, who do you guys think did the best?
Well, for me, it's really close. It's a really close call, but I kind of saw Adam doing just a little bit more with the questions and things like that.
What about you, Steve?
I'd have to say Adam.
All right, Adam, you're free of elimination this week.
I am thrilled to be a part of the final investigation. I'm going to do my best to think outside of the box, to try new things, and, you know, may the best man win, and I think that's going to be me. I definitely can see that.
All right, from here, Steve, Dave, and I are going to go out to the RV and reassess what's been learned here today and find out who's going home and who's moving on. We'll have our decision when we get back. Well, guys, we were sitting at the table together, and we heard from the cadets, and it seems pretty much that they all want Vera gone. To be honest with you, I really don't care what they want. It comes down to what us three want. And who do you see it between?
I say it's between Vera and Michelle.
Vera and Michelle, definitely.
When it comes down to it, we got 5 things we really look for. It's skepticism, technical knowledge, honesty, composure, and patience. And these 5 qualities, where do these last cadets that are with us stand with them?
Well, let me start with Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle, I think she's honest.
Yeah, skepticism, she has it up the wazoo.
What about Vera?
When it comes to honesty, I hate to say it, but I think she's 50-50. I really do, because, for instance, she took all the credit for Adam finding center command.
Well, where do we stand on technical knowledge with them all, though?
I'd have to say Vera has the least technical knowledge.
Is Michelle pretty good with the equipment?
Michelle's better than Vera.
She's better than Vera.
Now, composure-wise...
I do remember with Michelle, she'll just be giddy and giggly and, you know, yee-haw, just get, like...
Turn it more into a comedy?
Just
It doesn't seem serious.
Hey, why did the cookie go to the doctor? Anybody? Because he felt crummy.
She's hit this plateau where she's not going anywhere else. And if she's where she is now and staying that way, she doesn't have a place on our team, you know?
I think it's between those 2 as well, so...
Michelle plateaued, but Vera, group leader, and failed really bad at it.
You guys ready for this?
Ready.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
All right, everyone. Steve and Dave have filled me in on how you guys have been performing so far. You guys have really come a long way, and to that I applaud you. You guys have done wonderful. But when it comes down to it, one has to go home, and that's the way it is. And every week it gets harder for us to decide, you know, because you all have made it this far because you're some of the best. But one of you do need to go home, and that person is... Vera, you're dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I had the best time of my life.
Thank you.
And if you ever need an extra hand for an investigator, just give me a call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I had to do this whole thing again, I would definitely not trust the other cadets so much and be more aware of the fact that it was a competition. No, this is not the end. I've learned a lot from this academy, and I'm planning on using all these new techniques in my future investigations.
We started off this contest with 8 of you, and we're down to 3 now. We expect a lot out of all of you. I have to be honest, all 3 of you need to do something that's going to set you apart, to set you the front of the crowd. I wish you all the best, and congratulations for making it this far.
Thanks, Jason.
You guys can get out of here.
It's sort of bittersweet because, you know, we had to let Vera go, and everybody was very attached to Vera, and she's a great investigator. But, you know, now we get to focus on the 3 that we're pretty sure have the qualities needed to join our team. And this is going to be their last investigation. This is the one that's going to decide everything.